Hey guys, it's me, the Gay Gamer, and today I'm going to show you some of the best free Minecraft PBR resource packs for 1.16.5. And I really don't have that much to say, so let's just get right into the video. Okay guys, the first pack on the list is called Another Vanilla PBR. It was brought to my attention by the owner of the resource pack. Thank you. It works best with the Seuss PTGI and complementary shaders. I'll link the link to all the packs in the description. And I really like the shininess of the iron doors. Although some blocks, quartz is supposed to be shiny, I guess, but especially blackstone, it looks a bit weird. Like, this is way too shiny, and this is very dull compared to that, even though they're a very similar block. I like the nice little specular highlights in the bookshelves. The campfires look a bit odd. That's my only complaint with that. All the auras and stuff all have speculars, including coal apparently, which I find a bit strange. It's a bit too shiny for being, you know, coal. Look at those reflections. They definitely look nice though, to be fair. They just aren't realistic. I like all the armor. The tools apparently have PBR, which is quite nice. Some packs don't give tools PBR. And one thing that's setting this one apart from others for me is the fact they're giving iron golems and apparently a few mobs PBR. I don't know which, but I know iron golem is one of them, and it looks quite nice. I don't know why more packs don't give PBR to their mobs. You also have really nice looking obsidian. That looks nice and purple. I love it. Some packs make it look too black, when I think a little bit of purple is good for obsidian. I don't like the smoothness of the farm blocks. I think they could look a little bit better, but probably work in progress, to be fair. Interesting texture with the top of the chest. Apparently these textures are based heavily upon the bedrock ray tracing shader, which is quite interesting. I kind of like it. Look at that. Also, interesting choice. They're giving the sand little shiny particles, like maybe little stones, and I think that's quite a nice idea. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the next pack on the list is Limitless Paintings, and it's not exactly a PBR pack, but I think it deserves a list just because it goes well with other PBR packs and fixes something that's usually overlooked in other PBR packs. Fancy, high resolution paintings. I mean, like, I don't know why you would, you don't really need it, but I personally like it, and I'll probably add it on top of the faithful pack I usually use, since they just keep the normal Minecraft paintings. Like, I just kind of like having fancy Minecraft paintings. I just kind of like it. It's a thing between me and fancy Minecraft paintings. I like them. Okay? Don't question me. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the next pack on the list is called Groovy. It's literally just called Groovy. Interesting name choice. And it is a PBR pack, but the PBR it does that is super subtle. Like, it's honestly hard to notice, which probably isn't a good thing. It mainly adds it the auras, as you can see here. That's definitely PBR, but it isn't overly flashy, which is an interesting choice on their part, and it honestly is pretty dang hard to see it unless you go into direct sunlight instead of this indoors type of light. Wait, I need to give me that back. Hold on. Just give. Ah. Alright, I'll just go through the wall real quick. There we go. Let's take a look at these in direct sunlight. And here it becomes more apparent there definitely is PBR involved. it's just really, really subtle. Like, it's ridiculously subtle. So if you're like one of those people who like really, really not dramatic PBR, which I'm not super into, I like kind of that happy little medium between really dramatic and a bit dull, but it is still quite nice. But anyways, let's move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the next pack on the list is called MegaReal. It's made by the same person that made Faithful PBR, and it's a very, very new pack. It literally, the first release came out like December or something like that. So most blocks don't have PBR yet, but the ones that do look pretty dang nice. And you'll see what I mean in a second. I'm just kind of, hold on a second. Picking some stuff up, but it gets rid of it, which is kind of annoying. This map. Let's head over here and take a look at them. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Doesn't that look quite nice? It's not too dramatic, but it still is very nice. One of my favorites is Dark Oak. Look at that. Really nice. And so I wouldn't ever use this for survival, obviously. But if it continues at the rate it currently is, I think it'll be pretty good pack if it is ever finished, and that's why I'm even showing it. Look at that. You would think this is what block? Orange terracotta. Why didn't they put this texture on the bricks? Interesting choice there. Prismarine looks more green than anything. You know what this would look good on like them old Asian temples, those type of things. It kind of looks like a dull version of what would be on those. Maybe an old dull version. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the next pack. Okay, guys, the next one on the list is called ModernArch, and it has a lot of textured, but not all of them. It is one of those mega high resolution ones that completely stray away from the vanilla look. Like, completely. It looks nothing like vanilla, but oh my gosh, the armor looks cool. But if you're into that high resolution modern type look, I was literally called ModernArch, it's a pretty nice pack. Look at these cactuses. They look like cactuses. Look at these bricks. So they're like all really high resolution, and you probably need a pretty beefy computer to run that. Look at this modern stove look. Oh my gosh. That's great. I would never use it in survival just because I'm not too into modern look. Because Minecraft it's like not a modern, it's not supposed to be modern looking. But that does not mean I can't appreciate these amazing textures. Look at the color of that wood. Very nice. But anyways, hold on, look at this. What's birch look like? It's not too dramatic. That's what I like about it. This is sandstone. Ooh, it got connected textures as well. That's dirt. It's very wet, dark looking dirt. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the next pack. Okay, guys, the next pack on the list is called PBRDefault, and this was one of those simple muted ones that only change a few blocks, and that allows it to work on most shaders you throw at it. And the only 3 blocks, as far as I could tell, I tried quite a few. The only blocks that changed were these 3. Actually, I haven't tried obsidian. No, literally, these are the only 3 blocks that are changed. It doesn't change iron for their reason. It's literally just these 3 blocks, as far as I can tell. Like, ridiculously simple. But if you're a lower grade computer, you don't play with ray tracing, it is still a nice pack, and that's why I still have it on this list. Anyways, let's move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the next pack on the list is StylizedPBR, and this one isn't complete, it's a work in progress, and it's also quite odd. It wasn't built for ray tracing Minecraft, but it looks okay with it, so I'm using it. But it's high resolution, but at the same time it isn't necessarily realistic, and that's why it's called stylized. I get it, but it's quite a interesting look, to say the least. And honestly, I don't know what to think of it. It's not bad, it's interesting. I honestly don't know what to think about it, but I'm including it in the list because it isn't bad. Look at that animated texture on that. It's well made, but the style is... I just don't know what to think. I don't know, I just think I would have to get used to it if I try to play with it, but I guess I don't know what to think. That's literally it. It's a good pack. It's on this list. Anyways, let's move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the last pack on the list is called Nebby's Better PBR. It looks very similar to another vanilla PBR. So I think they're both based on bedrock ray tracing. First of all, the quartz looks way better in my opinion. It's not too shiny, and I think that's just perfect. The bookshelves look quite strange. I don't know if that's just me, but I like them. These don't have PBR, which is kind of annoying, while on another vanilla PBR they did. All the armor looks good, all the ores look quite nice. I like the look of the gold especially, I think. It looks like the ores themselves, the non-full blocks, are a bit less shiny, which is, makes sense, I guess. Coal looks way better. It's less shiny. It's more of how I thought coal should look. Not overly shiny like diamond or something. It's not polished. Looks like tools have PBR. Look about the same in my opinion. Quite nice. Iron golems or any mobs don't have PBR. Sadly. Another one of those. The obsidian looks okay, but it's a bit too shiny for my liking, but oh well. Dirt looks a bit better, but farmland does, but still not perfect. All these look quite nice. These don't even have PBR, looks like, but the PBR that they do have is very subtle. All looks very nice. This looks way too dark, and this is pretty dark, but I could get used to it. Slightly different than the cauldron for whatever reason. But yeah, this looks way too dark. It looks like made out of black stone, I guess, which makes sense, but if you look at the item, it's more of a bluish gray than just a pure black coal or something. You know what I mean? And they also have speculators in the sand, so the sand looks about the same in both of them, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, that's it. Also, if you have any video ideas, be sure to comment them. I love reading comments. I read every single one of them. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope to see you all next video or stream, and bye!